said Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for money, strictly for money. Survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm in deep cover earth. Skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada. Rather unique, Bucktown. This on that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York with a pitchfork.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fast, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, champion. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fast, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to, bite down on you.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with a running back. A second nice move, a spin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Here's Manziel. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Manziel escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Manziel buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and pointed towards the target downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw here. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd down, it's Ross. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Gun!
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll run it here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's go now. Green, triple C.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go now.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, 5 go, 5 go, 5 go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Oh, nice move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gone! Over!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Jameis to throw it. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Now they try the right side here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Baby! Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Over!
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now back to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Gun!
Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back. He's got him complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Let's go. It's time to play. Hey, sub. Let's go. Follow.
Following the interception, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Winston now to throw on first down. Incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be from 49 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Packers get set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The first down throw for Winston. Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Here's Manziel. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds, shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. First down, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll go on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Manziel. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
What we got? Over!
Manziel got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders are back within a score.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go, even.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Go!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
All right, now, look at 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side, complete to Ross. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Winston to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, look at 56.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Gun, 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 gun.
On 3rd down. That's Ross. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with time running out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Ready. Follow.
He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
One last shot now for Winston. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked a towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, had to give them my dues. Never got to talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Nah, look, I got me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. I'm like a line abusing this deer. I hate a dude with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex and her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. Wakanda swagger, I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda, y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing not to do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a padded walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
Hey. Okay. Pocket through big day sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket through big day sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket through big day sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about a dollar. More money mean more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Got a daddy, that's it, in myself, man. They need a new hope. Deal of a new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket through big Rakishi. Pocket through big